and thank you for joining me for another one of my vlog videos. So I'm Linda, I'm the lady of Lady and the Frogs, and this is Simon, who's only just got out of bed. Yeah, so what is it? You could see. So that's coming up to 12:30. It is Thursday morning. Thursday, 16th. Yes, 16th of March. So I have got work at 2:30. So I've been taking photos this morning. I still have all of that from the haul videos that I did to photograph. I just haven't done it all. I've done the majority of it, which is here. Listed some of it. I think I might try and list a few things, but I literally do need to stop at 1 o'clock, have some food, and sort of get ready and go and take my post on the way to work and get myself to work. So yeah, I was really motivated to get all of that done today. I mean, it is a bit dingy light-wise. I know it never looks like it's dingy light-wise, but I was really keen to get more done this morning, but I just wasn't feeling it. And now I'm a little bit worried for the fact that I'm at work for the next 2 days because Mabel and the backing dancers have turned up, which I knew because, you know, I take the contraceptive pill, so I know when my period's coming. It's just because I've got fibroids, sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's normal. But normal has changed since I caught COVID. This has all happened since I caught the COVID infection back in 2020, before there was even a vaccine. So this is like this is like a problem that I have now, in that I could really do with not having to leave the house. So this, I think I'm like 7 weeks into this job. I know that I've had like one normal time of the month, and this one is not going to be. I know this because I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, having to go to the toilet and sort myself out. And from the start of this, I know that it's going to be a bad one. So I'm just hoping that, you know, it's not frowned on if I'm going to the toilet loads at work. I mean, I'm only there for 5 hours. It's just the paranoia has like totally crept up on me today. So instead of getting up and doing the photographs, which I had planned to do, I got up and I had a bath, because a bath sometimes helps, and it does help because I have done a whole load of photographs this morning, but I haven't done my post. Why are you looking at me like that? So I have a few little things which are going into the post. None of these are really anything to rave about, so I'll show you the stuff which isn't really to rave about. This, which I've only just listed, which is a Garfield t-shirt, Employee of the Month, which I bought for myself because I thought, oh, it's absolutely hilarious. But it's not, is it? It's not funny at all. And then I realised that this had come from one of those charity shops where they just tag it really stupidly. So I've had to do a big repair on the back there. So I sent somebody an offer of $7.99 for that, and they took it. So hopefully that'll be okay. And then this, which is another lousy thing, I've had this since probably 2019. These was one of my experimental things, I think. No, maybe not, I don't know. So this is Jane Norman, but it's so un-Jane Norman. It's not booby at all. And then it's got this really tight skirt on the bottom bit. This is sort of like just like chiffon, you know, but not silk, polyester. Doesn't show the boobs off like you would hope with Jane Norman. So I've had this going round and round on auction. Somebody sent me an offer yesterday of £3 and I took it. So that will be a financial loss, because I'm pretty sure they probably paid more than that. Although who knows? I tend to not pay any more than £2 to £3 for anything. So those are two little naff sales, which sometimes it's just good to just get rid of things because there's stuff that I want to like get rid of. And then I have this, which I did buy to resell, but then I kept it for myself, which is a jacket, like a blazer jacket thing, and it's Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana. You know, I've gone through like stages where I keep thinking this is fake, but I know it isn't because I've checked it. I've checked the care label. So I think I probably would have paid, again, like £3 to £5 for this. Probably £5. Because I do seem to remember picking this up in Chorlton, tried it on myself, thought it was really nice because it's like got this interesting collar. However, I wore this for my brother's funeral, and every time I looked at it I was like, oh yeah, I wore that for my brother's funeral, so that isn't like a thought that I want to keep having. Oh yes, there's that jacket that I wore for my brother's funeral, so I listed it on eBay, and I have just sold it for £42. I sent an offer out. So that's all like just all good stuff, and at least that's gone. I know I decluttered that last summer, I think, because it was just like, you know, get rid of it. This is ridiculous. And where am I really going to wear it? I mean, I know that I dress quite smart for work because it's my mindset. I just think, you know, you dress a certain way to work. I don't have to dress smart for work, but I just choose to. Everybody else wears jeans and t-shirt. I could go in wearing this, but I've got a mental block about doing that. I don't know if it's an age thing or it's just been instilled in me. Anyway, yeah, so that's me. I'm going to try and do a few more listings, and then so it's 12:30, just coming up to 12:30. I've obviously got to get that post done, so I'll probably have about 20 minutes to do a few little listings, see what I can do, then stop for at 1 o'clock, have some food, and then make sure that I'm leaving here at 1:45 so that I can get to work, and obviously have time to drop the post off. I've got I want to have beans on toast, but I've bought cheap beans on toast and they literally taste of nothing because the sugar's taken out of them, the salt's taken out of them. There's just no food that tastes any good. It's got to be something hearty because I've got a Too Good To Go that I'm going to pick up after I finish work, if they don't cancel it, because I've had that before. I've ordered them before and they've cancelled them. So that's usually, well, I've only had it once before, so it should be sandwiches. So I'll probably just be having sandwiches, which is fine because I won't be back here until like gone 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. So, and who even knows, because you just don't know what you get. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to crack on with that, try and like get something from this last half an hour, even though I've been quite busy. It's just I've been sluggish this morning, and yeah, I've just got to push through this and just hope that I just have a normal menstrual cycle. But it's in the back of my mind worrying me now. This is so ridiculous. This is one of the reasons why I've been hesitant about getting work. Because there's literally no help. I do have some tablets I can take, so I mean, I suppose if I just snaffle some of that away, and then if it gets really bad, I can take these pills, but I'd rather not have to take it. And there's loads of noise in this building, and there were some people talking about doing something in the skylight, so Lord only knows what is going on and what they're trying to do in this building. You think they'd tell you when I'm the one that's paying for this service charge. Anyway, right, I need to get on and do these things.
Okay, it's me and Simon. So it is, it's 8:15. Lady came in at 8 o'clock, and this is the bag that she's picked up from Waitrose, which is in a Shell garage, hence the weird carry bag. Oh, all right. Okay, let's have a look. Let's It looks a bit light from last time. So, this was all what we got for £5, all the stuff which you're going to throw in the skip, which lady paid £5 for. Fool. So, honey and mustard chicken pasta. Okay, I'll eat that now then. Oh, Waitrose cottage pie. Yeah, so they've all got today's expiry date. I guess I can eat that too. I could eat that. Oh, wow, I've got some sausages, Jay! Jay, I got some sausages! Oh, wow. Sausages with black pepper and nutmeg. Nutmeg. Lady, help me. Oh, what's this? Healthy stuff. Pink Lady Apple. Oh, healthy stuff. There's no sweeties in here. Sweeties don't expire. Oh, this looks good. What's this? Chili con carne and rice. Oh, wow. Oh, I can eat that too. And one last thing in here. What's this? This looks weird. What's this? Yeah, edamame, lightly salted edamame, ready to eat. What? It's vegetables! Just random vegetables. I don't want them. Right, okay, so, things that I want. Okay, I'll have me stodgy food. I'll have me pasta. I'll have me meals. But these two things look a bit healthy for me, so somebody else can have them. Yeah, so we'll make him eat these edamame thing and the apple. But I'll have these stodgy things, okay? So all of that for £5, and it was going to go in the bin. So same again tomorrow then. See what we get. Unlike last week, we got pizza. We got pizza last week, Jay.
So it is now. It's Friday morning. As you can see, it's like very sunny in here. This is quite annoying because I've got this pagoda thing, like, I don't know, what do you call it? It was like a veranda situation on my balcony. So it does like create these like stupid rhombuses of light, which doesn't normally bother me because I just wait until the afternoon when the sun's moved over there. But I can't do that because I've got work this afternoon. So I have over there, I've just had a little thing. There's about 20 odd items, probably a few more. So I need to get them photographed in light of the fact that it is sunny. So that's what I'm going to do. I've only got moisturiser on, so it looks terrible. Yeah, I've let myself sleep in because I was just feeling a bit garbage. But there you go. And I'm going to pick up another one of those Too Good To Go meals. And thank goodness that I've got a pasta salad thing, which I can eat for lunch, because I tell you, yesterday, eating beans on toast, toast, which used to be enjoyable, is now not enjoyable. And yeah, the sugar's out of it. The salt is out of it, but it's also the fat content, isn't it? So it just tasted absolutely disgusting. I felt like I was force feeding myself. But then I had to do it because I was going to work until 7:30. But I don't think I'm going to do that again because it just made me want to throw up, and I only ate half of it and I'm going to throw it away. So, yeah. So, right, I'm going to do this. So it is 11 o'clock, and I know that sounds stupid. I have been doing housework, little diddly bits of housework this morning, so I'm going to see what I can do, and hopefully I better do all this before 12 o'clock, and let's see what Judge Judy's got to say. She is going to keep me company. Hello now. It is, you know, by the magic of the time vortex, it is now Monday, and I have to list all this. So my goal on Friday morning was to get all that photographed, which I did do. I really, really pushed myself to do it. I know I was cutting it fine, but I did have a sandwich before work, and then I raced off to work, and, you know, that was a good thing because I had that pasta pot, didn't I? So for anybody that's interested in what I'm getting from Too Good To Go, My Friday night pickup, I had a pizza. I got back here and I was just going to have the sandwich that I had, because there was a chicken sandwich. I ended up having that on Saturday. There was a pizza. I have got the box here because Whiskefters. So they gave me a pizza. This is all for my £5. Too good to go. Pig and pineapple. I was quite surprised that my husband actually ate it, and he just said, "Oh well, I haven't eaten, so I'll have food with you." He keeps waiting until I get back, and I'm not back until, if I'm on a late, he refuses to eat without me. But because he has like issues with his stomach, it's no good for him just before bed to eat late. But he is insisting on waiting until I come home. And then there was a loaf of bread, thankfully, because both are the loaf of bread which was still in date that I had, which was covered in mould. I have no clue what the hell Iceland's doing. I am not buying bread from Iceland again. So I was really pleased to have a loaf of bread in there, although I know that it's supposed to be like £15 worth of stuff for a £5, and it's going out of date. And there was 2 sides for, there's like a fried rice and a loose sag side. I can't remember. Most of it went in the freezer, to be honest. I don't know. I think it was a bit light again on Friday. Anyway, I've got another one tonight that I'm going to pick up. Maybe I'll do an actual video. The trouble with me is because of how I'm getting these Too Good To Go boxes, I come back with them hot in my hand, and then the intention is that I eat them that evening. So unless I do a video then like the one that you had with Simon, you're not really seeing them because I am scoffing them down, and that's the whole point, isn't it? Anyway, Monday morning, I do have a few little bits of post to do, but it's not worth me even bloody showing you, because it's 3 pairs of chinos, a t-shirt. You know, the t-shirt was sold on Saturday. 3 pairs of chinos yesterday. One of them, the one pair of chinos is only paid today, and I've sold a 100% cashmere t-shirt. What the hell? 100% cashmere jumper this morning, which is a Primark one, and I've got £20 for it. I mean, who knew? I could get 20 quid for a Primark 100% cashmere, but pure collection, I can only like scrape a tenner on auction. Yeah, I think me and auctions are going to break up just as we get more allowance. Me and auctions are going to break up. So my listing quest, I'm going to get all of these on. I'm going to try and schedule as many. I'm going to see what I can do in 2 hours. I'm going to give myself 2 hours, and then I've got time to do my post, and I won't be like flying by the seat of my pants, which I end up doing a lot. I have a big pile of stuff to put away. I also need to start doing a stock take and putting stuff on. I need to change postage rates because postage is going up. So those are the things I need to do. I don't need to change my UK postage rates because I offer free post anyway, so I just have to like probably just rethink my prices. So I'm going to literally stock take and physically go through each box, because it will have to amend prices to allow for postage increases, and because I need to know in my head what's going on, especially since I had that SKU problem with the Lego, which I still haven't relisted. So I need to do all these things. Obviously, from what I've just said about my sales, my store is dead. It's taken the 6-week mark. So those first 2 weeks that I was in work, and I was still sort of like listing a few little bits, and it was okay, but I wasn't anything like the quantities that I used to do, because I used to have at least 10 auctions daily, and I used to try and have like at least 10 new items going live daily. So I used to be quite lively on my sales, but I have tanked that by just not having a routine. So I do need to get this back on track, but the stock take will sort of do that, because I will end everything and sort of schedule it. I know that I have been selling things, because usually I'm at the 500 mark of, you know, active listings, and at the moment I'm on 350 or 375. I think it's more like 375. So I know that I've sold through a lot of stuff, because as 500 is sort of like my benchmark, and then as I'm listing new stuff, it takes me closer to 600, but then I sell things. So I know that I've sold through a lot of dross. But anyway, no more talking. Let's see what I can do. So I'm going to see what I can do in 2 hours. Let's see how much I can do in 2 hours. Ding, go!
Hey, Simon here. Okay, so I'm back with more Too Good To Go selection. A very poor selection, if I might add. Okay, so we have falafel, spinach falafels. I have no clue what this is. Neither does Jay. Jay, do you know what it is? We're gonna oven cook these now, and we're gonna snack on these because we haven't eaten yet. We've got some prawns. These have all got labels on. £3. This one was £2.20. That's what there's a reduced price. So, we got the same thing again. Honey and mustard chicken. I do like mustard. That'll be what Linda has tomorrow before she goes to work. So I won't get that. Then we have got some Hosen duck wraps. We've had that last week as well in one of our boxes. So obviously that's not very popular. So we're going to eat them. Got some martos. So the famine is over. These have come from Italy. Italy? So maybe they've drafted Italy in now to make our tomatoes. So we've got some tomatoes there. We might take some of the seeds out of them and plant them and try and grow some plants. And then this, which smells really nice. Salted caramel and Belgian chocolate tart. This is mine. This is mine. I'm going to eat this. Okay? This smells very, very nice. Oh, I might just forget the falafel thing and have this. Oh, and it's obviously good for you because it's got all red on this barcode thing here. Fat, red. Saturates, red. Sugars, red. Lots of salt too. That means taste. Okay, so yeah, a very mixed bag today. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. If we get a bag tomorrow. Okay, let's get scranning.
Okay, it is now Tuesday. I was going to say morning, but it isn't morning. I've been up. Yes, I'm up. I've been listing this morning. I haven't got as much on as I want to do. I just don't know where this routine is. And the thing is, yesterday I managed about 5 new listings. But I also did a stock take of all my jumpers because I had a big stack of jumpers which I listed last week, and I just thought, well, I need to put them away. Let's just stock take the box because I've got loads here. So I did that, which involved me checking what was in the box, ending and selling similar stuff which I wanted to sort of amend, rethink the prices on some of them and change my postage. Well, rethink the prices on the UK things to allow for the fact that the postage is going up. So I had to do that. But for that reason, I only got like 5 brand new listings on. And then today I've literally done the same, but I don't have any excuse. I just don't know. I've just got no motivation. I don't know what it is. And I feel quite tired, which is ridiculous. I don't know. I feel like I can achieve more in an evening sometimes, but I generally don't work of an evening because I just don't. Anyway, I'm going to work in a minute. I've obviously got that pasta from the Too Good To Go box, which I can thankfully eat. although the mustard element in it and the black pepper element does repeat on me, but at least it's something better than yesterday, because yesterday I sort of like, I looked at soup, I looked at pasta options, I looked at baked beans, and they all just made me want to vom, and I was just like, I wasn't hungry, and I was like, I'm not hungry now, but because I'm like working until 7:30, I know that I have to eat now, but I'm feeling like I'm having to force feed myself. And I much prefer doing a morning shift where you can just have your breakfast and just generally, I can last until when I finish my shift, which I feel like I shouldn't be saying what time I'm finishing my shift, because I'm sure I've got some stalkers on my channel. Yeah. I don't know if other YouTubers have this problem. And I honestly, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to sling my hook. I need to tie this video up. I do have another Too Good To Go that I'm picking up tonight, but it's not really that interesting, isn't it? I thought that yesterday's one was a bit light. I don't think that was, because it's supposed to be £15 worth of produce for £5. But it's going out of date anyway, and it would be in the bin, because you saw that one that I had last night had all reduced labels on it. I don't know. I'll be eating that bloody chocolate thing for ages, because yesterday when we sliced it up, my husband had like a little sliver, so like a sixth of the whole pie. I had a sixth of it. It's very sickly, as I thought it was, because I could smell it when I picked it up. I knew there was something chocolatey in there, but I mean, that'll be lasting us for some time, I think, because it was very sickly. Anyway, what else have I got to say? I don't know. There probably is stuff which I've got to say. I am at work again tomorrow, and I'm hoping that Thursday I'll be able to do a good push of all of my stuff that needs listing. But yeah, I also need to clean this gaff, because it's so disgusting. It's winding me up. So that's going to like impinge, but then you see, you know, you have to change the bed sheets, and you have to hoover, and you have to clean the kitchen. You have to clean the bathrooms. Otherwise, what are you? You're just disgusting. Anyway, that's just ramble. And I've got nothing to show you that's going to the post today. So thankfully I can just walk straight to work. I don't have to go to the post office. I have sold things, but I've sold things to people who don't seem to have any money to actually pay for said things which they've agreed to buy. So that's fun, as always. Anyway, I will be back again. I want to put this on if I can, but I probably won't have enough time to upload it. I won't have enough time to render it and upload it before I've got to go in like half an hour. But you know, I can be optimistic, but that's just ridiculous optimism. So I'll probably be going live this evening. But I do need to tie it up, otherwise it just becomes a very long vlog. So thank you for watching, and I will be back again soon. This is Shelley who's speaking in here. The shy new girl who I think expected to be with a little girl, and she thinks I'm a bit big for a little girl. And she thinks the little boy is quite big as well for being 50 years old. Anyway, that's me done. I will be back again soon with more of this. So if this is what you like to watch, please subscribe. If this isn't what you like to watch, then don't. And this is what Mel was saying on her channel, is that when somebody unsubscribes, it makes her heart sing. It doesn't I get a lot of people who unsubscribe. It doesn't exactly make my heart sing. But then I'm not at the 1,000 mark. But I do know that I have looked at what other people have and what I have, and I know that my watch hours are good. So as long as the people who are subscribed are watching, that's what you want, and that is what I want. So if you like me, please stick around. But that doesn't mean like stalk me at my workplace either. I don't mind people coming to the workplace and saying hello, but don't be weird about it, please. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I'll be back again soon. So goodbye. Thank you for watching.